back to another episode of Moody Foodies. Today we're gonna make honey walnut shrimp. Let's get started. Alright guys, you're gonna need some jumbo shrimp. Doesn't matter how much, just to frost it. You need walnuts, brown sugar, cornstarch, mayonnaise, sweetened condensed milk, and honey. And your shrimp that's peeled, no shells, and gutted. Also, you're gonna need a tablespoon of butter, half cup of walnuts. I smashed mine so I have big and small chunks. That's just how I like it. You're gonna go ahead and put your butter and walnuts in the pan and get that all melted and cooked together. You're gonna put a quarter cup of water and a quarter cup of brown sugar, and you're gonna mix it up and caramelize your walnuts. Put your walnuts aside in a bowl and make sure you break them apart so they're not stuck together. Alright, now we're going to start with the batter. So you're going to start with 1 egg. You're going to whip it really good. Then we're going to put a half a cup of cornstarch. Then we're going to put 1 teaspoon of garlic salt. You're going to put 3 tablespoons of water. And you're also going to whisk that up, incorporate it very nicely. The idea is to get it as runny as you can. Don't worry, we'll get it thick later. Now you got your shrimp defrosted, ready to go, so throw it in your batter and you're going to stick it in the fridge for 30 minutes. Since you're waiting for that, you can start prepping your rice. So go ahead and get your rice ready. If you prefer rice or noodles, go ahead and I use a cup of rice and 2 cups of water for my rice. You can also preheat your fryer if you prefer, or you can wait until the last second. It's up to you. Alright, so we took it out of the fridge and now see how it's thicker. So you go ahead and mix that up. Make sure you get a coating on each piece of shrimp, nice and thick coating. And your fryer should be ready at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So now we're going to prepare our sauce before our shrimp gets fried. You're going to need 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise. So go ahead and get a small bowl and put 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise in that. Then you're going to put 1 tablespoon of the sweetened condensed milk. Now I really like my sauce to be honey-y, so you can either decide 1 tablespoon of honey, or you can be like me and put 3. I just love that honey sauce, so I put 3 tablespoons and it comes out just perfect. Just go ahead and whip that together as best as you can. Me, I'm just using one hand and holding the camera with the other, so I struggled. Alright, I put the camera down. So that's how it should look. Your sauce is now ready, so now you are ready to deep fry. So your oil's at 350, your rice is almost done cooking, or should be done. So there's 2 ways to fry. You can either put it in a fryer like mine and have the basket out, or you can have the basket in the oil and drop it in. Me, I did both just so you can see a preference. So before you throw it in the oil, just make sure you mix the batter as best as you can. And you want to lay them out so they're not kissing or touching each other, because they will stick together. Once you get them in, go ahead and deep fry. Now these cook quick. It only takes about a minute or 2. And you want to make sure they don't stick to the bottom or to each other. So I'm using my tongs here to pry them off the basket. If you're using the frying pan, it might be easier because it's a non-stick. So you go ahead and continue for another minute. So it should be looking like this after two minutes or so. They cook so quick. You want them to be golden brown deliciousness. So go ahead and put them on your strainer or drying rack, whatever you prefer, or whatever you have. Now this is the second batch. I just dropped them in the oil. It's pretty much the same technique. It's just this way's a little bit. You have to be more skilled to do it this way because they stick to the bottom and each other even faster. So as soon as you throw them in the oil, you kind of want to pry the basket up and make sure they're not sticking. See how they stick together? Just be on that. After you're done, it's just the final look without the sauce. It should be perfectly golden brown and crunchy. And try it to taste. It tastes good and it's cooked. Go ahead and put as much sauce as you want. Put that honey sauce on there. Me, I like a lot, but you don't want to start out heavy. You kind of want to add as you go to get the perfect balance to your preference or whoever you're serving for. Do not put the walnuts in yet. You want to mix the shrimp with the sauce separate because you don't want the nuts to have that glaze on there, that sauce. It makes a difference, trust me. So this is the almost final look. To me, it wasn't enough sauce, so I put more. You can put the whole amount if you want. Next, you grab the walnuts, make sure they're not sticking together because they are like candy, they're caramelized. So you go ahead and break them up and sprinkle them on top. And you're pretty much ready to serve. So you go ahead and just mix it up lightly, don't mix too much. And voila, now you're ready to serve. So go ahead and get your shrimp on the plate and get your rice on the plate, and you're ready to eat some delicious honey walnut shrimp. Homemade, better than Panda Express. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Honey and Walnut Shrimp. I hope the food was yummers, and I hope you guys modify it, make it even better, because that's what I want you to do. So tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys thought this video was amazing, please check out my other video of how to make katsu chicken from Hawaiian barbecue and the teriyaki beef. Click here, either video to watch.